Alright, today we're going to try to turn this door into a coffee table. As you can see, there's a little bit of repair work I'm going to have to do to it. But I think it might work out. This is a request by my wife. She saw it on Pinterest and said, hey, you need to do this. So we'll see if we can make it happen. I'm going to start out cutting it right down through here. And then we'll move down to what's left. Make another cut. These will be the end pieces, or part of the legs. And then I'll use some scrap wood I got around to make a bottom and put it on some wheels. Might end up putting a clear coat on it just to keep that lead paint, from being everywhere in the living room. Alright, well, I'll make another one here soon and we'll see how it comes along. Alright, there's our first cut. My little handy Black & Decker saw, barely made it through it. I've had this thing a long time. Batteries don't really work that good. But I was able to cheat when I was running along here. Just keeping this straight to the other line there. And from what it looks, I got like a pretty straight cut. Let's just hope it's straight enough. Alright, here's my next cuts. Took the bottom half, cut it in half. They actually turned out pretty close. They're not perfect, but we're gonna deal with it. Figure once I screw the top part onto here, because both these cuts are straight, the bottom's a little off. It'll pull it up, shore it up, and then when I put on the bottom crossover, the scrap wood, I'll just leave those a little looser. Have a little gap down there, and I'll find a way to hide it. Alright, let's move on to fixing that piece there and turn it into a table. Alright, after some minor repair work, put a couple screws in there, and luckily with this pretty old door, it actually held up to some beating and banging, you can see. And actually, you can see right here, it's actually jointed together. And I had to pop that out, pop this off, to get this piece down sitting there right. And this is going to be the bottom. It's kind of beat up more and stuff. So we'll flip it over and that'll be the part that's actually showing when the table's done. But looks like it actually made in there. Where the trim is off, where it used to hold the centerpiece here. I had some little bitty old screws. I mean, they're like literally like that long. Popped in there. Looks like they're gonna hold it pretty stable. We'll find out when I go to, get this in. Actually, I might end up putting a couple braces or something under here. So I would hate to like set something on it that's kind of heavy and boom, just fall through. Might be a bad idea. So now that I mention it, I might go ahead and put some braces across there, and then work on getting these legs stuck on there. Okay, now I've just attached these here, and one on each side. This piece is going to sit right like so. Then I'll just screw them on down there. And we'll have the leg done. One leg done. Alright, now I got both legs on. Just using this piece here to brace because this was narrower than down there. So I'm putting that piece there for now to kind of push those out. Went and got this out of the scrap wood pile. Got a couple more pieces over there. I'm going to cut these down, and they're going to go from here to here. And I'll put one on each end, and then I got some little thinner boards that will run this way. Should look pretty nice, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm about to put the bottom brace piece in place. One thing I want to point out is on my holes I plan on drilling here, I'm going to pre-drill them with little drill bit, so that way I don't get any accidental cracking in here. So I've come too far along. Anything to get screwed up. Alright, got both the stable supports on. There's some little wheels on here. There's 3/8, I think it was, the holes for those. Now it's time to flip it over and see how good or bad a job we did. Well, I'm gonna have to say, holy shit, Batman, I think we did it. Looks not too bad. It's a little unlevel, but with the wheels I put on and the way they're, I got a little stud that goes in. Once I get it inside and get it on the surface it's going to stay on, I can play with the wheels and just add a little putty in there, a little, sawdust or whatever. Just plug up the hole a little bit here and there. Adjust the wheels to where it makes the table sit level. And before it goes inside though, because it does still have some of the flaking and stuff issue. Well, get my finger out of the way. I'm going to add a little clear coat to seal all that, because it could probably most likely be some lead-based paints and stuff. We don't want that in the house, so figure I'll try sealing it up. Do a test spot on the inside somewhere to see, make sure it's not going to change the color of it or anything too bad. And then I'll apply it to the whole thing. We'll be done. Alright. Just